Yeah, hey, yeah. Temperature rising, I'm a survivor. Made for the climate, forging the fire. They want us to fall, we taking it higher. Temperature rising, I'm a survivor. Temperature rising, I'm a survivor. Made for the climate, forging the fire.
Give you guys a little walk around here of the bike. This is my favorite angle right here. We're here at the Buc-ee's. Gonna grab something to eat. Be right back. Appreciate it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy i636R, and if you missed the last video, we are not on the 636 anymore. We are on the 25 S1000. I am still getting some break-in miles put on. I got my girl on the back. We're doing a nice chill ride, but we're doing some back roads, something I've never done up in this area before. So we're doing a little bit of exploring. These break-in miles are just as bad as everyone touts them to be. It's not a good time. Now don't get me wrong, the bike is still somewhat fun. It just feels like it's 50% there, which it is. Red line's at 9,000 RPM. Instead of, 14.5, 15K, whatever it may be. And in case you can't tell by the noise or the lack thereof, it still has stock exhaust. No sense in changing the exhaust before break-in happens, which I have this video is going to be a couple weeks behind, but I have the break-in service scheduled for tomorrow. Exhaust. I have the headers coming in Tuesday. My TST order for the tail tidy and the rear tail lights, that comes in tomorrow. So, got my work cut out for me on parts installation, and that's just the beginning. I've got a whole lot more that I just can't decide on which direction I'm going. But yeah, so for now, we're just enjoying the sunset. Just grabbed a brisket sandwich from Buc-ee's, and we're just out on a little bit of an adventure for a Thursday night. Pete's sitting on the couch watching a TV show. But yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of bugs we get on the visor, because I already have a few, and we're not very far into this trip. But I figured I'd turn the camera on, get some content for you guys, talk to y'all while I'm chilling. I bought this bike last Tuesday. Today is Thursday of the following week, and I only have 362 miles on it. That being said, BMW wants you to hit 600 before they do the break-in service, but they'll do it as early as 350 miles, but no later than 750 miles. Very important on that 750. If you go over 750, you will have to pay for the break-in service. It's like 550 bucks. So that being said, be very mindful of that if you are getting an S1000. So yeah, I'm over the 350. I just want to get it a little bit closer to the 600 mark. It's not going to be this route that I have planned out that we're on right now. Is I think all in all it's like 76 miles round trip. So we'll get a little bit more miles. At least it'll be over 400 when I get the break-in service done. But I want to have it done for this weekend because I'm going to be riding it a lot on Saturday. And being limited to 9,000 RPM is takes the fun out of it, especially when you're getting smoked by ZX6s when you're on an S1000. And I do really like this bike so far. It handles really well. It's ultra agile. Like, there is zero effort on getting this bike to tip when you're going into a turn. Zero effort. Even with the ZX6, you just push the handlebars a little bit. This, you just think about where you're gonna go and you're already going that direction. And I wouldn't say it's to the point of being unstable whatsoever, because the bike, I wouldn't say it feels planted, but it's still confidence inspiring. And the suspension feels great. I haven't had a chance to play around with the suspension settings whatsoever. I'm in road mode right now, which I'll probably leave it since she's on the back. But I've been just riding around in race. I haven't played around with the settings enough to want to put it in Race Pro 1 or Race Pro 2, whichever I set up. To be honest, I haven't even read the owner's manual. Everything I know about how to work this bike is stuff that I've seen on YouTube videos or what my friends have told me. Which luckily I have a lot of buddies that have S1000s, and one of them with a 25. So realistically, anything I need to know, I can just ask them. You guys may remember on the channel earlier, one of my homies bought a black 2025. S1000RR, so I was there when he picked that one up. So now I decided to join the dark side a little bit. But like I said, it just made sense to add another BMW to the garage. Woo! I don't know if y'all ever ride with backpacks, but whenever they shift their weight on the back, it makes the bike feel like it wants to tip over. It's a little sketch. Never been on this road. But I'm sure there's a small town cop somewhere on this road just waiting for someone on a bike to come cruising by. Oh, speaking. PlayStation right there. That sunset is gorgeous though. Go ahead and turn the 360 camera on. Which that's another thing, I can't find on the ZX6 I had it perfectly mounted right there, and it was a perfect angle. You see through the front, you see through the back. This one, when you're looking through the front on the 360 camera, you're staring directly through the windshield, and it has this ridge in the camera as well. So for now, it's just selfie POV footage. Oh, but another awesome thing is cruise control. Being able to just set that, take my hand off, ride around like that, is awesome. 10/10 recommend. Whenever your hand's getting tired, you just need a little bit of a break on your throttle hand. You can still keep your bike going. It's amazing. This is pretty up here. Texas is so massive. I feel like we're out in the middle of nowhere, and we're only 20-30 miles north of where the bigger areas are. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of an isolated road, but it looks like there's quite a bit of development around it. This area right here looks so cool. Cranking up the miles a little bit, chat. We're at 373 now. round bales, setting the ambiance, setting the picture. Can't talk. Oh yeah, nice little sweeping curve here. So comfy on this bike. On a new road, especially with the passenger on the back, you just always want to kind of scope the corner out. Don't take it too hard, especially on these country roads like this. You never know when there's going to be a patch of gravel or something mid-corner where they're trying to repair the road, and all it does is create for a bad day for a bike. This is a tiny little town. I think this town is called Gunter. Gunter, Texas, y'all. Got a car just sitting out in the middle of the field. Seems like a great place to store a car. Alright, yeah. Yeah, this is real country out here. Real country. Apparently this road goes all the way to Denton. We're not going to do that tonight. I want to get back to Preston, get south of here before it gets dark. But this would be a great little weekend trip. Minus that bump, whatever that was I just hit. Luckily, the suspension's pretty forgiving. Yeah, my visor is absolutely plastered. I'm sure the camera lens is the same way. I can barely see through this thing. We're gonna have to turn around and start heading back here soon. Alright guys, found a decent enough spot to turn around at. Now let's not wipe out on the gravel. There we go. Make sure she was okay on the back. She doesn't like the back of the S1000 as much as the ZX6. She said the ZX6 is a lot more comfortable. Alright, let's hit these corners a little bit. Yeah, this bike just leans so well. All I have to do is shift the body weight at the top. This bike is just so smooth with it. A lot smoother mid-corner than the ZX6 was, but I love the ZX6. You can just throw that bike around like nothing. and I cannot hardly see anything out of my visor already, chat. It is absolutely coated in bugs. I keep feeling them hit my arm too. Which hopefully those little buggers are not dying and getting splat on my arm. Yeah, I've never really liked country twisty rides. I'm always worried about a rock cracking the headlight lens or sending a rock straight into the radiator. There's just too many variables, or hitting a patch of gravel. You just never know. Or a freaking cow just standing out in the middle of the road. Like, that happens too. And I promise you, if you're doing a $150 rounding a corner and there's a cow in the middle of the road, you're not going anywhere but the ditch or through the cow. Neither are going to be good options. Bike wants to actually lean way faster than you're inputting it. Just a tiny bit unsettling until you get used to it. But as with some bikes, like they only want to lean a certain amount. This bike will lean as much as you want it to. Alright guys, I don't know when my camera stopped recording. But apparently, it stopped halfway through that ride. So I don't know where I picked up or where I left off. But we're all the way north Dallas. And we're going to ride all the way down to downtown Dallas. It's about an hour ride. It's about 50 miles. We can make it quicker than an hour. Just gassed up, got some water. Ready to hit the road. As you guys can see, currently at 406 now. I'll wait to turn that on later. Gotta conserve the battery on the 360 a little bit. And I hate this high idle. Can't wait to get this bike tuned. Makes rolling out in first gear, especially with a backpack, a little bit difficult. My visor was completely covered in bugs. Had to use the windshield cleaner to clean the visor on this, so hopefully I didn't scratch it. Guess I'll find out when I get home and I actually clean it. I gotta start carrying a helmet visor cleaner in my bag, but I try to carry as little with me as possible. It's the essential. You know, you gotta carry your wireless hole puncher, your wallet, your backup batteries, a battery pack just in case something dies, and that's about it. Just the essentials. Oh, and your registration. Can't forget that. Little construction over here. Wait, how do we get across? What in the heck? But we're getting some miles on the bike tonight, chat. Starting to lose some energy too. Even though I drank one of those 300 milligram caffeine rains before we left Buc-ee's. Still a wee bit tired. Now we're back into some civilization. Just rode through that construction. There was a freaking puddle of water all the way across the highway. Got soaked from the car in front of me that decided to do 45 miles an hour and slow down so that they could get every last drop from their tires all over me and the bike. But whatever. We chillin'. Beautiful night still. love it, love it, love it when people get in the fast lane and then just randomly tap their brakes, not a car in front of them, nothing. Just sitting over there going under the speed limit. It's a beautiful thing. So that leads me to a public service announcement. If you can't do the speed limit or 10 over the speed limit, ideally. In fact, if you're in Texas and you're not doing 10 over the speed limit, don't be in the fast lane. If you're not doing 10 over, don't be in the fast lane. Just stay out of it. There's 3 other lanes over there for you. Insane. Shit. Insane. But now we get to the fun part of this highway. Whoa, 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 whoa! Electric SUVs wanted to race me back there. Little did they know I'm still in break-in mode. I can't beat anybody. I gotta get this bike unlocked so I can actually feel its true potential. And believe it or not, guys, before I decided to buy the S1000, I had never ridden one. In fact, I bought it without riding an S1000 ever before. That being said, I truly don't know what this bike is like at the top of the power band at all. The sky, I love seeing the skyline at night. So beautiful. Look at this.